Kia ora. My name is Whareus Lysander and welcome to Oho Ake Books. I'm sitting in this beautiful forest in the Rumataka Ranges. Just over here to my right are the Arongorongo Ranges, which travels like a spine all the way up to the Bay of Plenty in the North Island here. A huge range goes into mountains and ranges and more ranges all the way up a spine across this fault line. I'm in this beautiful forest here today. I wanted to come in here to drop in because today I want to talk about authenticity in regards to how I'm presenting myself into the world and in regards to how I feel about myself in this time, this tumultuous time that we live in, and how it relates to my work and where I'm moving towards in regards to my work. To sacrifice 13 years of my life to create Oho Ake and to only dabble in that prospect of creating books but not really marketing them, and being afraid, being fearful of what people would say about me, those closest to me would think of me, and those who I've known have known me in different phases of my life, what they'd say about me if I did videos, if I came out from behind the computer while I was writing these books, how they would feel about me when I talked about myself, anchoring in parts of my being from multidimensional existence into this reality, and having those overlays in myself, my conscious awareness, my consciousness, same thing, different aspects of my consciousness and me, writing these books, presenting this information to the world, and then coming up from behind the computer to tell the world what I do, to share what I do, and to actually say this is me and this is who I am. And for me, the last few days I've been quite triggered about this process, and I feel very vulnerable in this sense that I've come forward to do this, to make these videos, to present myself into the world, to have a YouTube channel, to talk about my books, to market myself on Facebook, on LO, MeWe, Gab, social media sites, Telegram, to come out into the world and say this is what I do. It makes me feel like a target sometimes, but also the sense of deep feeling of authenticity. Am I being my true self? Every moment that I share on this channel, on YouTube, my YouTube channel, I want to be authentic as possible in regards to my processes, because if people choose to follow in what I have done in regards to my footsteps, the publishing of books or material content that is of a spiritual nature, or a conscious awakening nature, or a conspiracy nature, I want people to understand that there is great value in shining a light on all of these aspects of our life and our reality. But where are we coming from? This is the question I have to ask myself first. Where am I coming from? Am I coming from a place of authentic self? Or am I coming from a place that I'm looking for a way to be seen, to be heard, with my childhood woundings? Growing up in a family with an alcoholic father who was physically and verbally abusive to me, and my neighbour who molested me sexually for almost 5 years. Am I in a place now where I'm doing all this because I want to be seen and be heard? I want my message to get across to the world. I'm doing this because I want validation. That's the question I'm asking myself. And I don't feel like I'm doing this for validation. I'm doing this because this is who I am. This is who I have become. This is my authentic self. I want to help people on some level if I can, especially those who've been traumatized, to say, listen, be creative in any way you possibly can. Find a way to express your woundings. Find a way to heal. And for me, that healing journey has been through my content and my work. Through my work, I've seen my own progression and my own healing taking place. Through my books and through the content in my books, I've seen that process. I've seen the paradigm shifts in myself which correlate to those experiences in the catalogue of the content that I've created. And now doing videos on YouTube, I feel the same way. I feel like I'm constantly checking in this process of having deep self-reflection and introspection, and saying to myself the most important questions I can ask myself, and feeling into those questions deeply and sinking into the resonance of those questions. And if I have any resistance for what I'm doing, for what I'm saying, then I feel as though there has to be some big questions around why I'm doing it, why I'm saying it. One of my friends not long ago said to me that the light that you shine sometimes, he's talking about me, due to the fact that I want to be more authentic, is too much for people to handle, and some people are just not going to get it. The light that you'll shine of awareness is too bright, and some people do not want to see what that light illuminates. And I feel that way about my books as well, my content. Some people are just not going to get what I write. Not going to get it. Others will get it and be enthralled by it, inspired by it, educated by it, uplifted by it. All the material that I publish. So here I am, in this place now where I'm checking in constantly, almost every day now, because the nature of the energetic swell that I feel myself being a part of, I'm surrendering to that flow. As I surrender to it, I go deeper and deeper into my being. I begin to recall memories and patterns and woundings, and I question everything I do here in a way that makes me feel safe in my vulnerability, but also for me brings me to a place where I understand that what I'm sharing is bringing value. My perception of value is allowing people to see that if you understand and you can resonate with what I'm saying to you, that you're not alone. You're not alone. And that there has to be a time in our lives, my perception anyway, where we check in and feel into our deepest woundings, ancestral and future selves. Here's an interesting thing I heard on a podcast driving into this forest today. The healing that you do in this lifetime has repercussions 7 generations back into the past and 7 generations into the future. And last year I had a strong predilection to do ancestral healing work. I heard my ancestors, my tipuna in Māori, my ancestors calling to me and saying, you can carry this for us, you can work through this healing process, and you can heal our ancestral trauma. 7 generations back, 7 generations forward, you can do this. So for me, part of that process is coming to terms with that and realising this burden, and it is a burden to carry, I really perceive it to be that way. It's something I don't have to do all the time, but it's a choice. But I understand that healing myself through this process has repercussions across those lines of time. That's important to me. This is what I want to do. And this is my value. This is my message to the people watching this. You've got this. If you choose to heal, you've got it. You can move through it. Everything you need is within you. Thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. Mā te wā. I'll see you again soon.